Hello student, today we are going to discuss why we need to forecast the population. Suppose that if we want to design any liquid retaining structure or water retaining structure such as tanks, etc. Okay. Now if we want to design any water retaining structure, what will be its useful life? Its useful life generally ranges from 20 years to 30 years. Okay. Now if we design that tank for the present population, then it will fail in its serviceability criteria because population is increasing day by day. And if we design that liquid retaining structure for the present population, then after some year it will fail in its serviceability criteria. So we need to forecast the population after 20 to 30 years. That's why we are going to discuss the population forecasting. Now the five methods of population forecasting are arithmetic method, incremental increase method, decreasing rate of growth method, geometric increase method, and simple graphical method. We will see one by one each and every method in detail. Okay. Now the first method will be the arithmetic method. This method is generally used for older cities. Okay. This method is generally used for older cities because the population which will be calculated by arithmetic method will be lesser as compared to the all the other methods. That's why we will use the arithmetic method for population forecasting in older cities. Okay. Now the population forecasting will be given as Pn equals to P naught plus nx bar. Okay, what is the population after n decade? It will be equals to the P naught plus nx bar, where Pn is the population after n decades. What is Pn? Population after n decades. Now what is P naught here? P naught is the initial population or last known population given in the question. Okay, that is the initial population or the last known population which is given in the question. Now n is the number of decades. Number of decades. I hope that you all are aware about the decade. One decade is equals to almost 10 years. Okay. Now one decade is equals to 10 years. Clear? Now n is the number of decades and x bar is the most important term. It will be average increase in population per decade. Average increase in population per decade. Clear? Now this is all about the arithmetic method. Now we will move to the incremental increase method. Clear? Now the next method will be the incremental increase method. This method is generally used for the average calculation of forecasting. It means that if one city is not too older or if any city is not too younger, then we need to calculate the population with the incremental increase method. In GATE exam, sometimes they don't mention the method to calculate the population forecasting. Okay, then you had to use the formula, that is the incremental increase method for the population forecasting if any method is not mentioned in the question. Okay, now according to the incremental increase method, population after n decade will be equals to P naught plus nx bar, which is same as the arithmetic method, plus n into n plus 1 by 2 into y bar. Now P naught n x bar Pn is same as the arithmetic method. Only y will be changed here and y is known as incremental increase. Okay, we will see in detail how we calculate the y bar or x bar when we solve the question of population forecasting. Okay, y bar is the incremental increase. Clear? Now we will move to the next important method, that is the geometric increase method. Now if we want to calculate the population for younger city, we will go for the geometric increase method. Okay, why we will go for the geometric increase method? Because by this formula we can calculate the population after n decade on a higher side as compared to all the other method. The population calculated by geometric increase method will be higher. Okay, that's why we will use the geometric increase method for younger cities, because they will use the concept of Pn equals to P naught into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n, which is the concept of compound interest. Okay, it means that here compounding is done. Okay, that's why we will use the geometric increase method for the younger cities. Now, according to the geometric increase method, if we want to calculate the population after n decade, it will be equals to P naught into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Now, P and P naught n is same as we had discussed previously. Okay, now only r is changed. R is the growth rate. R is the growth rate which we need to calculate in the question. Okay, R is the growth rate. Clear? Now, how can we calculate the growth rate? It will be calculated by two methods. First one is the geometric mean, that is you have different r values, that is r1, r2, r3, similarly so on. Okay, now if you take the t root of that values, you will calculate the r. Okay, but we don't use that formula for geometric mean calculation in the GATE exam because it will give slightly less value. So we will go for the arithmetic mean method, where r is equals to the r1 plus r2 plus r3 and so on, divided by the number of times the r will come. Okay, now according to the arithmetic mean formula, we will get slightly higher value as compared to geometric mean. That's why we will use the arithmetic method for the calculation of population in geometric increase method. Okay, now these three methods are very important from the GATE point of view, that is arithmetic increase method or the arithmetic method. Second one will be the incremental increase method, and third one will be the geometric increase method or geometric rate method. Clear? Now the arithmetic method is used for the older cities, geometric method is used for the younger cities, and the average data or the average population will be calculated by the incremental increase method. Now two more methods are there. First one will be the decreasing rate of growth method. Now this method had never been asked in the GATE exam, but we will study this topic for our knowledge purpose. According to the decreasing rate of growth method, population after 1 decade will be calculated by P naught plus R naught minus R1 upon 100 into P naught. Okay. Now here what is R naught we will see in detail when we solve the question. What is R naught, what is R1, what is 100, we will see in detail when we solve the question. Okay. Now this is the population after 1 decade. Now if we want to calculate the population after 2 decades, then we use the previous calculated population, that is P1, and we need to again subtract from this data, that is R0 minus R1. Again we need to subtract 1 R1 upon 100 into P1. In this way we have several iterations. We will solve one by one and we get the population after first, second and third decade. But this formula is also not very important. Okay, now the last one will be the graphical method or the simple graphical method. This is one of the approximate method of calculating the population after n decades. Suppose that we have a curve like this. Suppose that we have a curve like this. Okay, and in this curve we generally take on x-axis, that is the number of year or the year population. Okay, and on y-axis we had generally taken population here. Okay, now suppose that in question I will make one table here. Suppose that in question 1930 population is given, 1940 population is given, 1950 population is given, and 1960 population is given. Suppose that for 1930 the population will be 27,000. Similarly for 1940 population will be 30,000. Similarly for 1950 population will be 34,000, and in the similar way the population of 1960 will be 40,000. So we just mark here the population, that is 25,000. Similarly 30,000. After 30,000 we will mark the 35,000, and after 35,000 we will mark the 40,000 value here. Okay, now We need to mention here the year, that is 1930, 1940, 1950, 1960. Okay, now I am plotting one by one each and every point. Suppose that in 1930 the population will be 27,000, so this will come like this. Okay, in 1940 the population will be 30,000, so we will mark the population as 30,000 in 1940. In 1950 the population will be 34,000, which is somewhat less than 35,000, so we had marked here as 34,000. And in 1960 the population will be 40,000, so we had marked the population as here. Now if they want us to give the value of 1980 population, okay, if they want us to give the population of 1980, now we will just make a graph simple by joining it with freehand, and we will continue the slope of last point. Okay, we will continue the slope of last point like this. Okay, and we need to mention here the years, that is 1970 and 1980. Now as per the question, we need to determine the 1980 population. So we had just made a line on the graph, and we will get the population from the y-axis, that will be equals to almost 50,000. Okay, now the population of 1980 will be calculated as almost 50,000, but it will be an approximate method because we had continued the slope of last point. Okay, we don't have enough data to calculate the slope of the remaining portion, so we had just carry the slope of the last point. Okay, that's why the simple graphical method is an approximate method for the population forecasting. That is all about the population forecasting methods. Thank you very much.